All right, fellas, I welcome you all to Moments of Matters Arising with the Street Comrade. We are back to our space. Um, we don't need to waste time. We need to start immediately, for there are many things to discuss. We're kicking off with the international news. First, as Iran begins funeral ceremony for its slain leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, the son, Mujtaba, who has been in hiding since the war, will not partake, you know, in the burial ceremonies. He is still in the hiding, and the world is still asking and wondering if truly uh, Mujtaba is still alive. But for what we learned is that he was critically hit within the period of the bombardment. Okay, U.S. and Israel have signed an agreement for the permanent U.S. Embassy in Israel's Jerusalem. Okay, so the U.S. now have a permanent embassy in Jerusalem. Remember, Jerusalem has been topical. All right, rift in Roman Catholic Church as Pope Leo excommunicated many priests. This issue used to resurface after a number of years. Okay, in 1988, we had this issue, and it has equally resurfaced again. So the bishop, the papacy has excommunicated about, I think, close to 5 to 10, high-ranking priests. All right, Palestinian goalkeeper reportedly shot dead in Gaza as the Gaza war continues. Serbian President Mr. Vucic set to resign from office. This is all about it in the international scene as the procession continues in Iran with different world leaders, attending the program. Back here in Nigeria Rotarian Olayinka Hakim to lead international Rotary as international president. So kudos to Rotarians out there in Nigeria. We are going to, to be in charge of Rotary International. Abuja High Court affirms David Mark led ADC. Abuja High Court has affirmed David Mark's led African Democratic Congress. But that is not the end of the matter facing ADC. As the Don Obinna led state schools still have a date in the court with the David Mark led schools. I think it's coming up sometime in 7th of July. That's next week. Operations begins as Providus Bank merges with Unity Bank, becoming Providus Unity Bank. So the former Unity Bank is no longer Unity Bank. It has been bought over or have got into a merger with the Providus Bank, which is one of the newest banks within these few years. So NDC is still in INEC portal pending July 7th hearing. Remember, last week or thereabout, a Lokoja High Court made a U-turn from its previous decision, asking INEC to deregister NDC. However, the still matter is still on. NDC is still in the portals of INEC. So, and there's a matter coming up on 7th of July, still on the issue of the registering of, NDC. El-Rufai is still in custody as Kaduna High Court denies him bail. He has sorted for bail based on health grounds, but the court has denied him bail and insisted that the facility where he is in custody can always provide him health attention. Nigeria receives about 23 stolen artifacts from Switzerland. The West keep packing our things. We've recovered 23 from Switzerland. CBN revokes licenses of 46 microfinance banks. Go and find out if the microfinance bank you have deposited your money is part of the the 46. that has been delisted, if I may use that. But their licenses were, revoked. I think they were not able to meet the current recapitalization and stuff like that. So find out for yourself if your microfinance bank is a victim of this. Tinubu reduces import duty on cars to minimum of 5%. I think that of 5% is, it comes in categories. Some were in 15%, some were in 10%, but 5% is for what we call the Tokumbo cars. So what you now pay for a Tokumbo car is 5% duty. Adeyemi versus President's Chief of Staff, Chief Bajabiamila, on accusation and counter-accusation of fake agency. That is the burning news in Nigeria today. That government has claimed that somebody was able to create a fake government institution that oversees ambassadors, ministers, and high-ranking international officials. And Nigerians are wondering. As a matter of fact, that institution was rumored to have had captured in the budget more than 2 billion naira. So Nigerians are now wondering, how is it possible that such agency, not only that it is within the capital city, this office is in the Federal Secretariat, where we have all important federal agencies and ministries, their office. It is confusing and it is embarrassing. A whole lot of questions needs to be asked. How comes that our DSS did not see or know about this? How comes that the National Intelligence Agency didn't know about this? Not up till this moment that there are rumors that there were financial agreements that were not met that led to, the quarrels that led to, Nigerians knowing about this. All right. In addition to tinted glass, police to clamp down on covered plate numbers. There are some people you see they use something to cover their plate numbers. The Inspector General of Police has insisted that it is criminal or it leads to crime for people to cover their plate numbers, and that nobody is supposed to cover its or their plate numbers. So if you know your plate numbers is covered, it's yourself good to uncover your plate numbers for security reasons. All right, Nigerian Air Force deploys about 198 troops to the Gambia. Remember, we are the big brother of Africa, so we are everywhere in Africa, even though our house is burning. We need help, but we still continue to assist our African brothers. Digital National Education Information Management System, NEMIS, is a new thing for the education system, and the federal government is doing private schools to come and register on that platform so that every student and every school can be accounted for. All right, this is all we have for you today on Moments of Matters Arising with the Street Comrade. It is your platform. I'm only your anchor, the Street Comrade. Have a blessed weekend ahead. Thank you.